let me know if that works. What I just sent.
Copy and link, send it to myself. If it does, I'll add everyone.
Yeah, and then if not, just go to the UDL channel on YouTube, and you'll see that it'll say I'm live.
I personally got live stream isn't available right now, but
okay.
Let me try it doing that way, and I'll copy and send that link. I forget, is it UDL or United Draft League?
United Draft League.
Cool. Says live there. It's posted in announcements and I everyone, but we'll see if I can see if it works. I'm just send it to my laptop to make sure it's not just my phone that works. Posted in announcements and I everyone, but we'll see if I can see if it works.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll wait a few minutes.
Oh wait, no, that was the video.
Oh shit.
That's where the stream's at, by the way.
That's what?
So I guess we should probably start now. That's where the stream was at.
Oh, okay, yeah. Good.
So I'm guessing we should probably start now then.
Yeah, I mean, it's already live, so. We only got a couple guys in here so far. I see Dirty Tompa, I see Beta TJ.
Your voice is a bit quiet compared to the music.
Yeah, I'll hold my mic closer to my mouth now that people are here. Is that good?
I hear you really well.
Cool. Yeah, because I'll shut off the music if I have to. I wanted to be able to keep it on, but if I'm still really quiet, then I'll turn it off. Awesome.
Okay. I'm not seeing a screen on the... Like, when I click on the link, it doesn't look like I'm seeing your screen. I'm seeing, like, YouTube graphics still.
That's fine. That's what I'm looking at.
Oh, okay. Beautiful.
Yep. I guess just wait a couple minutes just to see if some more people join. Actually, no. A lot of people have joined. Cool. 14 playbacks. Good stuff. Good stuff. Alrighty then. I guess we'll get started. Welcome everybody. Season 4 of UDL is upon us. Faster than we expected, but hey, we're really, really excited about it. We're doing it bigger and better than ever this season, and we couldn't be more hyped. So we're really glad that all of you are willing to join us today. for everyone that is. I really appreciate you joining, hanging out. We're going to have a good time, go over some draft picks, randomize some orders with full transparency. There might be some Venmo logs between Carson and I that you guys might not want to see, so I'll keep those hidden from you. But other than that, it's pretty transparent, so not much to worry about. And yeah, we'll just have a good time, talk about every coach a little bit, and yeah, get ready for season 4, because I think these draft picks and just getting the draft orders are going to determine a lot, because we'll be able to trade first round picks across generations. And then as far as the actual draft planning goes, for anyone who likes to plan, it will be nice to know where your orders are. So this should be cool. We're just straight up randomizing the draft picks completely, and we'll go from there. For everybody who's in this chat, I know not everybody is in the stream right now, but I just wanted to give kind of a quick overview of some of the things we're going to be doing regarding like trading draft picks, just to explain to everybody again, because I know it can be kind of confusing. So, all right, to break it down, what we're going to do right now is we're going to randomize the draft order of each conference and each tier one by one. We're going to pick one name at a time, and that's going to be how the order goes. The first name is picked is going to be the first pick of that tier, so on and so forth. Then,
unless it's Kaz,
then we got to put him in the back or in the middle, because I don't think he likes the middle. And then what we'll do once we're finished with the draft stream and we have all the draft orders, we're going to take between today and tomorrow night to allow people to trade their first round draft pick. Now what that means is, let's say Carson and I aren't in the same conference, so let's take myself and Illusion. Let's say in Oros, I've got pick number 2, and in Sword and Shield, he's got pick number 1. And I really want a number 1 pick in Sword and Shield way more than I want pick number 2 in Oros. So I might want to approach him and say, can I have pick number 1 in Sword and Shield? You can have my pick number 2 in Oros. Then we would trade our first round picks for those tiers of generations. Let's say he has pick number 9 in Oros, and I had pick number 6 in Sword and Shield. He would get pick number 6 in Sword and Shield, I would get pick number 9 in Oros, but then we would trade our good first round picks as well, so I would get pick number 1 in Sword and Shield, he'd get pick number 2 in Oros. But then once round 1 is over, it switches back to your original pick. So I don't get to pick again, let's say in Sword and Shield. I pick number 2 in Sword and Shield, but then when it comes back to my pick, I pick number 6 or whatever I said that my original pick was. So it's only for the first round. It's mostly for people who really just want a chance to get a first round pick or an early pick in a tier that there's something maybe they want to use something, and it's just kind of a little fun way to spice things up. But usually last year not a ton of people traded, but we had definitely a handful of trades, and it was pretty cool. So yeah, let me know if you guys are here. Looks like we got over 20 people in the stream, so that's great. So yeah, we're going to take that time between today and tomorrow night at like midnight to be able to trade picks, and it's also some time for people to kind of gather their thoughts about their draft spots and maybe plan a little bit before we go into the draft, because we have a lot of time to draft. We're hopefully not going to have to put on the timer too early, but we have a lot of time to draft. It's during the holidays. We want to give people time, so we'll try not to rush everyone with the drafting, but because the prices have changed a lot, because there's 16 coaches per conference, the drafts are probably going to be different enough that you're going to want a little bit of time to prepare based on what your draft orders are. So that's what we're going to do. We're not going to start the draft immediately after the stream. We're going to wait till tomorrow night. I'm gonna stand my ground on that, no matter how SDN we get dropped in the chat, unless Carson just goes and starts the draft without me knowing. So
my Venmo is carsonkalk@gmail.com. Y'all know what to do.
Yep, well said. Alrighty. So, damn, Devin says the music is too loud. Yeah, let me know. Let me know if you guys think the music is too loud, because I know certain parts of the song get way louder than others. Like right now it's super quiet, but sometimes it gets pretty loud. So let me know. As long as you can hear me, that's good enough. But I can't make the music any lower without also making my voice lower, unfortunately. My computer has weird volume settings. So anyway, hope you guys are all ready, because we're about to start this draft stream. So I'm going to go over to this random picker. I duplicated the tab. One has the lists of the conferences, and I'm just going to take from here and copy and paste them into this one. I already pasted the X conference into this random picker. So as usual, we'll start out with Oros, and we will pick one person from the list each time, delete them, and then go from there so they can't get picked over and over again. And anything to say, Carson, before we get started?
Nope, just best of luck to everyone. And it looks like it's not lagging at all, so we're good.
Good shit. Good stuff. Alrighty. So for UDL Season 4 draft stream, let's get going. First, we're going to start with the X Conference, as we usually do, to come up with that order for Oros. And 16 coaches, first time ever. Let's do this. So it says rerun when I'm supposed to click.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, cool. So rerun. Boom. Pick number 1, Youngster Bill. Alrighty, Youngster Bill, new coach, Season 4. This guy's been on a super hot streak from what I've seen lately, and has always been a really strong player in the community. He's super chill, super wholesome. I've really been enjoying his AMA, and really glad to have him in the league.
Make sure you delete the names.
Yeah, delete them. Boom. Okay. Yep, so that's Youngster Bill. Anything to say, Carson, before we move on?
Let's see. Looking at the tier board, you can definitely get some top fire. I'm sorry about my voice. No, I'm just excited to see the newcomer get the new pick. It's always hype.
Yeah, exactly. You got that beginner's luck the first time in UDL. First pick of the draft. Very, very nice. Next up, pick number 2, we've got Devin Janai. Or no, it's Devin Janai. Devin. He's a super fire up-and-coming Pokemon player. He's joined the draft format relatively recently, I believe, but he's just been killing it. Damn, see, the music gets so much louder at random points. But yeah, he's been killing it. He's a really cool guy, fellow Gintama stan, so he immediately captured my heart as soon as he entered the server. And I'm super excited to have him in the league, especially my conference, because both these guys are in my conference. God damn. So yeah, that's really hyped to have him in my conference. I'm really looking forward to playing him. And yeah, that's dope. He's number 2 pick. That's a pretty big deal.
Newcomer luck continues on.
It does.
So what, we got Star Master with the 3rd pick?
Yeah, right.
Want to place bets?
It's got to be another newcomer at this rate. Another newcomer in Maddie's conference, just how I like it. Okay, rerun time. Pick number 3. The BBC King. He always gets good picks in Oros. Very, very hyped to see what he's going to come up with this season, because it's the BBC King. It's Oros. You already know you're going to get some fire. And yeah, should be interesting to see what he does with pick number 3. Maybe he'll go with his favorite Pokemon, Donphan or Mega Sceptile. But maybe with pick number 3, he'll go with something a little more conventional, like Mega Banette or Mega Absol. I know he's a big fan. You got anything to say, Carson?
I think he goes Mega Absol, gets Flygon on the wheel back.
Yeah, Flygon. Hopefully Flygon makes it to him at round 2. Alright, let me get rid of him from the list.
You know, Flygon's immune to the spikes that are notorious in Gen 6.
Very true, very true.
Magic Bounce, stopping spikes altogether. This man's good. Roselia who?
He's immune to spikes. Alrighty, pick number 4. We got Blitz. Big Blitz. Last year won the award for having a name starting with BL along with fellow Blue. Everybody in the community knows Blitz. He's a super solid player, super chill guy. He just quiet in the server, but he just shows up. He brings the fight, he brings the heat, and loves his rest talk Pokemon.
Yo, did Blitz and Zazo DM me or something? Because they got pick 1 and 2 last time too, and now they're pick 1 and 2 of the new coaches. These boys just own Oras at the top.
Yeah, wow, that's funny. That's funny. They must have been in your Venmo or your PayPal, man. Smart. It was smart. A very strategic move. Alrighty, pick number 5. We got Shiloh. This is a Smogoon, brand new to UDL in the draft format. I know he played a little bit in TDK's draft tournament, and he's someone who also used to go by the name of Roses. If for any of you Smogon players, or just anyone who's kind of followed the Smogon tournament scene, recognizes that name, because that's what I used to know him as when I used to play in Smogon tournaments. And he was one of those names that you always saw just doing well. And it's really cool to have another cool or strong Smogon player in UDL, so that's hype. He's got a wild team name, and he did well in TDK's tournament, so I'm excited to see how he's going to do this season. He's in my conference, so I'll get to play him. Hyped about that. And yeah, I'm sure you don't.
New guys still running the top.
Yeah, exactly.
3 out of the top 5 are new guys.
Top 5, yep. Alright. Pick number 6. We got TJ, the beta of UDL. He's probably going to write something in general right now, crossing out how he's mad that he didn't get pick number 1, but I'm sure he'll do well with pick number 6. He's someone who didn't have much Oras experience going into UDL, but I'm pretty sure he's done well in Oras throughout, so he puts in the work, he puts in the sweat, and that's why TJ is always a major threat in UDL, and I'm really excited to see how he does, because y'all know I got a soft spot for TJ, so I'm excited to see how he does this season. How about you, Twin?
Oh, I'm excited to see my twin there, because that means I'm getting 6 too, and I'm happy with 6.
Yep, 6 is pretty good out of 16. Alrighty, number 7.
I'm just on... Are you also on Kaz Watch now? Just waiting to see how upset he's going to get?
Yeah, true. It's starting. It's hoopening. Poor Kaz. Pick number 7. Big Dick Nick. We've got the resident caveman of the server with pick number 7. Not too bad out of 16. Very hyped to see what he's going to get in Oras, because Nick always drafts some funky teams, and we know that whatever he drafts in Oras is going to be week 1 versus Illusion, because that's a UDL season, just UDL straight up tradition. So every single UDL season, it's got to be him versus Nick week 1. That's a rule. I might have to enact some corrupt commissioner powers to enforce that, but that's how it's going to be. So very hyped about that. Anything you got to say, Carson?
So looking at the draft board, a few people are getting nervous that you're not going yet. We have 7 Mons, 21 points or higher. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 Mons of a 20-point or higher tier. So if you haven't gotten picked yet, just know there's still some fire based off the amount of Mons we allow.
That's true. That is true. We definitely allow a lot of strong stuff. Something with a line to it. TJ. That's funny. Alright, let me get rid of Nick. Alrighty, pick number 8. We got Wombo, the dragon of UDL. This dude's a beast. He was a Cash Gang finalist back versus the BBC King in whenever that took place. And he's just been a really strong player throughout the community for a while, especially in DPL. I know he's always known for tearing it up in DPL. And he's also in my conference, and I'm really looking forward to playing him, because the game we had in DPL wasn't too good. So I'm looking forward to getting a chance to play him. Very, very strong player. I know that he usually plays Sun and Moon in DPL, but the fact that he made Cash Gang finals, I think, is all you need to know about his ability at all 3 tiers. So very hyped to see what Wombo puts up this season. And yeah, I'm excited about it. Let's move on to pick number 9.
Yeah, sorry, I'm catching up. I haven't been putting these in the Google Doc.
All good, all good.
It went Bill, Devin, Zazo, Blitz, Shiloh, TJ, Nick, Wombo, right?
Correct.
Yes, alright, now pick 9.
Cool.
Perfect. Wombo's going to tear shit up. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, he is. Pick number 9, for the X Conference, we got Starmaster, the other new Smogoon this season. Starmaster is someone that I also knew back from when I played Smogon tournaments. I actually played on the World Cup Metro team with him, and he was one of the captains and he was a super strong player back then, and now I just always hear that he's like one of the absolute best on Smogon. So it's really, really awesome to have someone like that in our league. And he played for TK's little tournament as well, and I believe he also did well in that. So he's got a little bit of draft experience, and he's got more than enough skill to convert to the draft format and do really well. So I'm super hyped to see what he can do this season. It's always fun getting top tier Smogon players and seeing how they transition into the format. Like last season, we had Anti and TDK just come in and tear it up. So hoping that Shiloh and Starmaster will do the same this season.
Oh yeah, as long as they put a little focus into drafts, not Mega King round 1.
Or Ditto round 1.
Ditto round 1. Oh god.
Yeah,
man, he still slaughtered us all. Come on.
I know, right? Smogoons, you probably shouldn't draft Ditto round 1, but if you're that good, then you'll be able to make it work. So I can't hate Anthony made it work. So for pick number 10 in the X Conference, we've got Kaz. Oh man, that sounds like such an ugly pick. It's like a couple picks back from like directly being mid-pack, but not close enough to the wheel, where you just have that confidence that, oh, I could get these two Pokemon. Poor Kaz. It happens every season. I know he's going to be upset, but I'm sure he's seen it coming to some extent. But hey,
he's just giving up hope.
They say I am not a religious man, but they say God gives the hardest battles to the strongest soldiers. So I think that's what the UDL commissioners are doing to Kaz this season. So, or every season. Hopefully one day, since he's the main character of the server, he'll complete his training arc and be able to overcome the insurmountable odds.
Poor dude, man. Poor dude.
Right? Like, what an ugly pick. But to be fair, the rest of these guys are going to get mostly ugly picks.
I know Zazo said he didn't want pick 3 or something. Maybe you could trade for him, Kaz.
Yep, that's true. Good point. All right.
Give him the Gluck 3000.
Yeah. Yep. Pick number 11, we've got Illusion, the Savage, the Caveman, the week 1 opponent to our other fellow Caveman, Nick. This is Illusion. We all know Illusion. If he puts in even 40% of his effort, then he is going to make playoffs, but getting him to put 40% of his effort in is not easy, so I'm just hoping that he'll go all out and give some effort, because Illusion's a super talented guy, he's hilarious, and always drafts some pretty hot teams, so hyped to see what he's going to draft this season, but I hope he puts in some effort, because goddamn, Illusion can be so good, and I want to see him be so good so he can start talking so much shit. It would be so funny.
We can guaranteed effort for week 1. After that, no promises.
Right, exactly. Week 1 is a game that he cannot afford to lose. He's 3-0 in the Illusion versus Nick face-off, so...
I want to see the Aaron Rodgers, I own you.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So for pick number 2...
Everyone will be accepting bets for that game. The Venmo, once again, is carsoncolk@gmail.com.
Okay, yeah, pick number 12, right? Pick number 12 is up next.
Yes.
And it is me. Alrighty, pick number 12. That's what I used to get in a lot of my drafts when there was only 12 coaches, but now there's 16, so I guess I'm not all the way at the back, but yeah, 12.
It's arguably even worse now.
Yeah, exactly. That's probably worse. So, is what it is. I'll shrug it off. I'll survive. And yeah, so
about Maddie. A little about Maddie, the returning champion of UDL. He's not going to hype himself up, so I will. Looking to go back-to-back. First time ever in UDL.
That's right.
We all know Pick 12's not going to stop the man. He's going to go ape shit on our ass.
Damn right. I'm not taking it easy this season. So, even at pick number 12, y'all better watch out. And next up for pick number 13, we've got the almighty Rye. This dude's a beast. Really happy to have him in the server because we played back in BPL BBC King Season 3, and that was when I first met him, and he did really well for a guy that we got back then for only like 5K. So we knew that he had a lot of talent, and ever since then he's just gone on to tear it up more and more and does really well in all the leagues and tournaments that he's in. So Yeah, Rye is a beast, and I feel like I haven't really seen him play much Oras, but I know he's really good at Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield. So like, if you're that good at Pokemon, it doesn't matter what the tier is, and I know he's gonna kill it this season. So I'm hyped to see Rye in the league and see what he's gonna do with this glorious 13th pick in Oras.
Anyone with Almighty in their name is going to perform well in UDL. Kind of the rule.
Very, very true. And for
Question is, will we have a better season than previous newcomer Gohan?
But yeah, that is his fellow Almighty Clan member Gohan, who made it all the way to the quarterfinals last season. So
Hey, the draft is now complete. We have Roach Rage in the chat.
yes, exactly. We couldn't have this draft stream without some powerful Roach Rage in it. Alrighty, pick number 14. We got Blue, Big Blue, other fellow name starting with BL award winner. And everybody loves Blue. He's really good at Pokemon, and I'm really excited to see what he's going to bring this season. Pick number 14, I feel like it's close enough to the wheel where...
yeah, you can still get a 19-point Mon, so like, you're looking Mega Scizor, Latios, Lando T, Zapdos, Clef.
Right.
And then you can get a wheel right away.
Right, exactly.
So that's pretty solid.
Like,
I think like 13 behind is pretty nice.
Yeah, exactly. Like getting a late pick where it helps you plan and gives you a good shot at getting the things that you want back to back is very nice and definitely can be underrated, especially in our league where we have so many powerful Pokemon allowed.
And I think this will probably be the hardest like League 2 drafting just because of the budget, amount, and points. So like being able to plan is a bigger advantage than normal.
Exactly. So last up we got between OB3 and Gohan. So pick number 15, we've got Gohan. So Almighty Gohan is back. His second season in the league. Last season we just mentioned how he had a really, really strong performance. He finished I think the number 3 seed in the X Conference, and then went all the way to the quarterfinals, had a great game versus Aki. And yeah, he's back with us again. Gohan's awesome, he's really good, and if he puts in the work, he can always go really far. Like, he's really, really talented, and he drafts really solid teams in my opinion. So I'm excited to see how Gohan does this season because I love Gohan. He's a great player. He's in my conference though, so I'm excited to play him. And yeah, that would be my first time getting to play him, so I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, that's Gohan.
Hell of a guy. Sweetest guy in the world there is. Love the chat presence. Rooting for him this season.
He really is. It doesn't get much more wholesome than Gohan. Unfortunately,
that's your Bay, right? If we had to have like UDL wifey, that was yours?
Yeah, I think Gohan is my UDL waifu, but I think because he's in my conference, our interaction isn't going to be so wholesome. So I just need to put that out there. Being my romantic interest doesn't save you from the wrath of Maddie B, the BBB. And but no, Gohan's really tough. So I'm looking forward to play him in season 4. And next up, because of process of elimination, we got OB3. So we started out with new coaches getting all the luck with the first couple picks, but now another new coach, OB3, gets pick number 16. But like we said, because the wheel allows people to get, it gives people a much better chance to get the things that they want back to back. It's pretty cool to have the wheel. And I think with how much value we have hidden in the draft this season, that sort of thing is going to be really important. Because if a lot of people have their eyes on similar things for being priced at a good point, then having that 16 wheel pick is going to be nice, knowing that you can probably get both things that you want at the top of your priority list. So, like Carson said, everybody at like 13 through 16 has a pretty good shot to do that. And yeah.
And then you still get, I just did the count, you could still get 2 19-point Mons with your first 2 picks if you wanted.
Damn, that's crazy.
Not saying you want to, of course, synergy, but you're the only spot that can do it at 16.
Right. Oops. Hold on, let me put my mic.
Aki just saw the Coochie Dolphins in chat.
Okay, I'm out.
Shit, we lost a soldier today.
We lost a good man today. We lost a good goat.
The fact that it's his beanie makes it so much better.
Yeah, it does. It does. Alrighty, so that was the X Conference Oros tier. And now we're going to move on to the Y Conference in Oros. And I have the list here all set up. So we will...
You got my Venmo, right?
I got your Venmo. Damn, looks like that signing bonus really that really set you for this, because damn, that's a pretty penny that you sent me. Anyway, so we got Y Conference Oros pick number 1. We've got Ice Demon Gray, as the BBC King wants to single him out as not a good drafter, but he's got pick number 1 in Oros, and I think there's a lot that you can do with that
spot.
Right. So I think
okay, Y Conference, we will be starting on Tuesday, not Monday.
Yeah, exactly. Y Conference is not starting right away, because Ice is going to take at least a day to come up with his first pick.
Okay. Actually, I am so happy he is first. We can actually start on Monday. If he doesn't plan it out on Saturday and Sunday, I give up.
Yeah, exactly. If he doesn't, then I'm just going to have to, maybe we'll put him on auto draft. We'll make an exception for Ice, because we don't have Hiker in the league this season, so if everybody else cooperates, except for Ice, we'll just put him on auto draft or something.
Or Ben can just draft for him.
That too.
But, I think Ben drafted like 50% of his picks last season.
Yeah.
But Ice is such a fucking cutie that we just couldn't kick him. No matter how much he joins.
I agree. And he did very well last season. Ice definitely put in the effort and was kicking some ass. Like, even in some games that he lost, he was either very close or got hacked. And it was great to see that kind of performance from him, because season 1 he made playoffs, and then season 2 he didn't. So he came back stronger in season 3 when the competition was even tougher, and had a solid run with a big playoffs, so that was great. And now he's got first pick in Oros, so he has a very, very good opportunity ahead of him to build a strong Oros team and put himself on the right track to make playoffs again in Season 4, which making playoffs in Season 4 is going to be significantly harder than it has ever been, not just because of the competition, but even just the amount of coaches we have. So it's not half of the league making playoffs anymore. It's like 33% or something. So that will be a tough test for Mr. Ice Demon Gray. But if he rises to the occasion, I think he might surprise some people. So moving on to pick number 2, we've got Sebi VGC. I hope he's happy. Mr. Doomer Sebi, the Pusseb, is usually negative about most things in UDL, but he's got pick number 2. He's got pick number 2 in Oros. I know he likes Oros as a tier, and he's just a super solid Pokemon player in any metagame, you name it. We're talking draft format, we're talking VGC, we're talking BGC, we're talking draft format, every metagame there is. You got anything to say about your boy, Sebi?
Yeah, just that Ice beat him again. Look at Ice at 1, Sebi at 2,
yeah,
as it should be.
That's right. That's true. Ice has just got Sebi's number at this point. Alrighty, so pick number 3, we have... Oh, shit, I forgot to take Sebi out, but we got Finchinator, the little boy of UDL, and Big Finch, or I mean Little Finch, is just an absolute...
Lowercase f.
Yeah, lowercase f is an absolute monster. He was a very strong Smogon player and transitioned to draft maybe like a year or 2 ago, and has just been pretty dominant ever since. I have mostly seen him play in Sword and Shield, and he's looking like one of the absolute top Sword and Shield players out there, and has so much Pokemon experience in all gens and all tiers that it was an easy transition for him, and I have no doubt that he is going to transition well to UDL this season and have a killer record with a really strong performance this season. So let's see just how far he can go. I know he's got like SPL and other stuff going on, but Finch is someone who brings the sweat, and I think that even a low to mid-effort Finchinator will be a very, very serious threat.
Finchinator with a Mega Latias.
That sounds very difficult to deal with. Alrighty. Pick number 4, we've got Rob Jr. So followed by a similar, in my opinion, kind of similar player. You got Finch and Rob, 2 very solid Smogon players that bring that Smogon style, per se, to the draft format. Rob is a former UDL champion. Like, sometimes I feel like Rob gets slept on just because he's so inactive that like you never know if he's going to bring the Rob Jr. that is an absolute demon or if he's just going to give half-assed Rob. But I think for UDL in general, he's been giving a good effort. Like, I know season 1 was a little bit of a mess, but season 2 was the top coach in the league and then won the season. Season 3 started off rough, but was very unlucky, and then came all the way back to make the playoffs, which was very impressive because he had to win like 4 or 5 straight to even have a chance, and he did that. So Rob's a beast. Definitely one of the strongest coaches in the league. He gives all of his effort, so I'm really hyped to see how he does this season. And pick number, what was this, 3 or 4? Yeah, pick number
4.
And Horace is definitely a solid pick. So
I don't know how you could be a UDL champion and like the most slept on guy in the league, but it's true.
Right? Like it literally is how it is, because he won season 2, but people forget. Like, I'll just have to mention, like, yeah, Rob won season 2, and they're like, oh yeah, that's right. But he was a monster season 2.
He was one of the 3 people in the UDL Hall of Fame. That's all you need to know.
Right, very true. So that's big Rob. I have a lot of respect for his game, and if he puts in the effort, then I know he's going to kill it. So pick number 5, we have Skyhorse, a newcomer to the league this season. Skyhorse is a guy that I haven't really gotten to know super well yet, but I've gotten to watch a decent amount of his games because he's usually put in like very high stakes, high pressure DPL situations, so I've gotten to see him play, and he seems like he's Mr. Clutch, always bringing like the absolute wildest teams. Like, I'm talking just most bonkers sets that you would never expect to work. And not only does he bring like 1 per game, where it's like, oh wow, he brought like 1 really unexpected set. Like, no, this dude's entire team and game plan is just completely off the wall, but he puts so much effort into it that he knows exactly how to maneuver all of these like wacky pieces that he's got on his team and knock off some top players consistently. So Skyhorse is the type of guy that just seems like he can beat anybody at any time, and that's the kind of guy that we want in UDL because he's going to spice things up with all the heat he's going to bring, and we want the sweaters, and he seems like a guy who will put in the effort. So excited to have Skyhorse in the league. He seems like a really cool guy. He was recommended by like everyone in the league. So
90% of the league, when we asked, do we need anyone?
Exactly.
Skyhorse.
Exactly. We had people saying it in question of the day. We had people approaching us personally saying they wanted Skyhorse in it. So I definitely have high hopes for Mr. Skyhorse. And now we're on to pick number 6, correct?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Alright, pick number 6 is Gypsy King, the legend. This dude is the resident contrarian of UDL. If anybody says something, anybody likes something in UDL, he's there to be like, it's okay. He's just Mr.
He's aight.
He's aight. He's like Mr.
He's Mr. Mid.
Yeah, Mr. Mid. But he is someone who can back it up because he's really, really skilled at Pokemon, not only in the draft format, but he's been killing it in Smogon tournaments. I know he loves to play, I think it's NU, and he's been doing really well in a lot of the Smogon tournaments he's been entering, so he's just a very talented player, and I think he's got a tough division this season, but he definitely has the talent to be able to keep up with those guys in there, so I'm excited to see how he does. He drafted really good teams last season, but just didn't do as well as we expected, but I think this season, if he puts in some more effort, we're going to see a very strong showing from Gypsy King.
Yeah, he's also, in my opinion, one of the best drafters in the league.
Yep.
Like, if you just look at the teams on paper, you go, how the fuck did he get that?
Totally.
So, super excited to see what he can do with these new tiers, what kind of new cores he can form.
Exactly, that's a big thing, is because with the way we've shifted everything in the draft pools, like, and the prices, I'm wondering if like a lot of the same drafters that we used to think were the good ones are going to look as good nowadays because, or with this season, because it really, I think, has shifted enough that it's just not super easy to draft the same kinds of cores over and over again. But so that makes me extra curious about a guy like Shuckle, who has drafted really well in the past. So that should be interesting to see what he does with pick number 6. So pick number 7, we have Splurge, the legend, goes from no wins to and making playoffs. What the hell? How does anyone accomplish something like that? That was crazy. This dude was knocking off the BBC King, Kaz, who else? I don't remember, but he had a lot of big wins during the regular season and made playoffs. Gave Gohan a tough fight in round 1, and yeah, just drafted so much better last season. That was a huge part of his success, and he just had a nice change of mindset that really helped him polish his game.
Is the entire reason why Shaman Sky went down to like 16 points. Yeah. Fucking jealous and just said yum.
Exactly. That was crazy when Carson went for like a Life Orb Seed Flare versus...
It was Life Orb Modest Seed Flare.
Versus... Oh my god, that was insane.
It wasn't even close. It was like 19% or something.
Oh my god. That was crazy. But yeah, Nathan Splurge is just an amazing guy. We're always so happy to have him in the league. He's so wholesome and just loves this league so much. He bleeds UDL colors. He bleeds the black and green. And he is someone who really gives his all. So no matter what this season, you can expect him to give his all. Hopefully, if he continues to polish up his game, he'll be able to put out the same effort as he has last season, because that was really epic. Like, everybody was so happy for him making playoffs, and that was like, you love to see that. You really love to see that in the league as competitive as UDL. Everybody being so happy for someone making playoffs that started from being winless the previous season. Like, that's awesome. So hopefully he has another great season.
He's the inspiration for everyone. If you're in last place right now after 3 weeks, it's not over.
Yep, it's not over. It is not over. So pick number 8 is going to be... Oh, we got blank. Pick number 8 is going to be TDK, the god of Smogon players in draft format. This guy came over last season, never having played draft format before, and with like relatively minimal effort, this dude went 7-2, made it all the way to the quarterfinals, had an absolute banger of a game with Hiker Toad in the quarterfinals, and yeah, TDK is a monster. I'm sure some of you have seen him play in DPL also, which he did pretty well, and he's just a fantastic player, and his skill set is so well geared for draft format because he's such a creative builder, and he knows how to draft teams intuitively of just good Pokemon that work well together, and on top of it is able to use them very creatively. So he's got a super tough division this season with guys like Gypsy King in it, so love the prospect of those two playing as well as everybody else in that division, and I'm curious to see if he could repeat that kind of success or even go better than he did last season now that he's got some experience under his belt.
Everybody else in that division, I'm right here.
Yep. The Carson showdown.
The Carson has been replaced by TDK Carson.
Yeah, the TDK Carson. Yep. Yep, that will be
I love it though. He's giving me a lot of excitement about the other Smogoons that can transfer over.
Absolutely. And you guys should have a special high stakes game where the winner of the game gets to be the official Carson of the server.
Official Carson. Alright, sounds good. I know he'll be about it. He's such a cool dude.
He is. He definitely is. So that was pick number 8, right? Yeah, pick number 8. There's 8 more left.
Yes.
Cool. So pick number 9, we've got Silver Smasher, the absolute mad lad, the menace. This dude is a legend. I love Silver. I met him this past summer, and it was awesome to get to meet him in person. We've become really close, and he has just killed it ever since he's joined UDL. He is just that like super hype, super confident player. Every single week he comes in looking to kick some butt, and he does. And he's made playoffs both seasons. Last season he made it to the quarterfinals, where he very, very nearly beat me in the quarterfinals, and he always gives it his full effort, and that's what I love about Silver, is that every season, no matter what, he's just going to come guns blazing and do his best. And when he does that, he does well. Like, he's one of those guys that if you ever sleep on him, you're going to get punished, because he's got the skill, he's got the effort, and he's got the tenacity that is going to outwork everybody and just come in believing that he's going to win, and that goes a long way.
He's also like my favorite guy to be in calls. He is just so hype in calls.
He is. He's hype. He's funny. Love Silver. All right, pick number 9. We've got, the corrupt commissioner. Pick number 9. How do you feel about that? That doesn't seem like what you paid me for.
I'm 10, so Kaz can no longer complain.
Oh, this pick 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I believe this is 10.
Gotcha.
So all right, Kaz.
6 left. Pick number 10 is the corrupt commissioner. So yeah, Kaz can't complain anymore because even with all the money Carson paid me, he's still got the same ugly pick as Kaz did. But hey, I know that my boy, the corrupt commissioner this season, is trying to complete his journey to becoming a Pokemon master. So if you sleep on Carson this season, you're going to regret it, because he's always been the player that is like the most dangerous to sleep on, because he'll knock off any, and I mean any, top player. If you take anybody's top 10s, top 20 lists of players, he probably has like a really good record against those players, because when he pipes up and puts in the effort to win against even the top competition, he gets it done most of the time. And UDL is filled with that kind of competition. So if he can keep up that effort throughout the full season in his pursuit to being a Pokemon master, then I think we're going to see some great things from my buddy, my boo, Carson.
Yeah, me blushing.
that was the goal. I'm trying to soften you up this season, because I think the rest of the conference needs it.
Hey, and this is why we didn't let Shaman Sky out of there, Slash. I can still get it, baby.
Yep, exactly. So next up for pick number 11, we got Riss, the legend Riss. This dude is super cool. He wasn't even on our DPL team. He just was like in the server hanging out, and he was so useful with mocks and team support. Like, he was just such a great guy to have in the server that I was like, damn, he sounds like an awesome guy to have in UDL. And he's already helped us out with the doc and the prices to give people a preview of what they're going to see come draft day. And yeah, he's an awesome guy. Very curious to see how he's going to do in UDL, because we know how stacked the competition is. But he seems like he's ready to bring the effort, and anyone who brings the effort in UDL usually sees some pretty good results. So I'm hyped for him. He brings the heat, because I remember mocking him a lot. He brings lots of fire. So definitely hyped for Riss this season.
He's just such a nice guy. If you guys haven't had a chance to like talk to him in DMs, go hit him up.
Really, he's like the biggest bro. He's the biggest bro.
He exerts alpha energy.
Yeah, we gotta call him Riss Bro instead of Risso. Alright, so pick number 12. We've got the GOAT, Aki VGC. What can I say that hasn't already been said about Aki? This dude is a UDL Hall of Famer, like first ballot Hall of Famer. Every single season has, at the very, very least, made the semifinals, the top 4, and the previous 2 seasons was in the finals. So Aki has constantly dominated in UDL. He is so awesome to have in the league, because not only is he obviously the GOAT, but he just makes everything feel like a big deal. Like, when the GOAT is part of something, it makes it 10 times more hype, and he puts in the work. He drafts the hot teams, brings the hottest sets. Every season, you know that when we do like the hottest prep award, Aki's gonna win, because, well, he's got some competition this season in Skyhorse maybe, but before that, you knew Aki was winning every season, because he is not afraid to bring the absolute fire. Even if he knows it might be a little risky, he'll risk it for the biscuit 9 times out of 10, and it works at least 9 times out of 10 for him. So we love to see it, and I'm very confident that Aki this season is going to kill it. He's got a division with the little boy, II, Silver Smasher, Big Splooge. I know he's got a lot of hot games coming up this season, and I can't wait to see the GOAT go at it.
Goats have hooves, not opinions. Next.
Very true. Next. Alrighty, so pick number 13, we've got Gypsy King. So followed up by his fellow Rushmore member, Gypsy King has returned. Gypsy has only played Season 1 of UDL, but he went undefeated and won the season. So he is one of the few official UDL Hall of Famers winning the season. And we're so glad to have him back this season. We've wanted him back ever since, but he's just been a little more busy with life and has mostly saved up his playing for DPL. But he's finally back where he belongs, in a league with his fellow Rushmore members. And yeah, I'm really, really excited to have him back. I know he's going to be a little busy this season, but like, even a busy Gypsy is still always going to be a top tier threat. And once he's not as busy, I know that he's going to give the sweat, because he gives his absolute all. His work ethic is unmatched. And I know Oros is probably his favorite tier, so I don't know if he'll be super happy with pick 13, but hey, I think being close to the wheel is pretty good. I know he's going to be upset he can't use his girl at 24 points, but make a carnivore, but hey, 24 is a lot, so maybe it's better off. And yeah, just so happy to have him in the league, because he's got a lot of hype matchups this season. He gets to face Carson again, who knocked him off in UDL, so let's see how Carson can do against Gypsy King. And yeah, that's gonna
forfeit the save diff.
Yep.
Oh, diff doesn't exist anymore.
Exactly, diff barely exists, so you got to go for the win, buddy. Yep. That's, what more can we say about the King? The most accomplished draft player of all time, probably the Tom Brady of the format.
Tom Brady.
And yeah, we're really happy to have him back. So let me take him off the list here. And pick number 14, we've got blank. Harris, another new coach this season. Played on the BBC. We weren't the BBC Kings. Played on Mount Rushmore. And really chill guy. Really, really solid player. Like, very, very strong player. And if he puts in the work this season, he could be a top tier contender. He's really, really talented, in my opinion. And he's just good in Pokemon, so I'm confident he'll be able to adapt to all three tiers really well. And a 14 spot pick gives him a really good chance of being close to the wheel, getting the things he wants to get. So hopefully he makes use of that. And yeah, happy to have Harris in the league. He's a weeb, he's a good player. What else could we ask for?
Just such a kind guy, too.
Yeah, he really is. He really is a good guy.
And he's the guy that can put in 10 minutes and have it be an hour of anyone else's time prep-wise.
Exactly. So if he puts in the effort, I really think he'll have a great season. So now it comes down to two, II and the Helmster. Who's going to get pick number 15? It is II. So we've got II, the other beta of the server. No, I'm just kidding. II is an absolute monster. And if he brings the effort, which isn't always the easiest to get out of him, but if we could get him to bring the effort this season, then he is a menace. Like, he's just so crafty and so difficult to predict. And you could just look at his draft career over the years, like almost everything he's in, he goes super far, does really, really well. And in UDL, he has he made playoffs the first two seasons and only missed out season 3. So I think if II gives his effort, he's a very, very solid lock for playoffs and the type of guy that could beat anyone. So I'm hyped to see if II brings the effort this season. Hopefully pick 15 isn't too unlucky for him, because usually he's a lucky dog. And yeah.
You know you're lucky when you complain about you getting a skull burn.
Exactly. Alrighty, so that, by a process of elimination, leaves the legend Helmy at pick number 16. The best part
best for last, right?
Yep, best for last. The best thing about Helmy getting pick number 16 is that he gets to draft not one, but 2 different Mons at once. And now this season, because we're back to 8 to 10 Mons, he's not just drafting 8 different Mons. He could draft 9 different Mons. He could draft 10 different Mons. The whole league better be on notice, because Helmy has so many different Mons available to him this season. Especially being...
We had to nerf him by only letting him have 8.
Yep,
if he has 10, it's over.
Exactly. Now that he's got 10, whew! Helmy. Helmy, baby. I'm excited. The Zamrock Slayer. So, okay. That was the conferences for the Oros tier. So now we're going to move on to Sun and Moon. We'll start off with the X conference. And
we'll go a little faster this time, boys, if you guys are...
Yep, we'll move quickly. So, just pasted the list in, and yep, we will get going. So for the X Conference, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, pick number 1, we've got Shiloh. So Rosie gets 2 really solid picks. I think he's number 5 in Oros. So he's got plenty of powerful monsters to choose from in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. So good start for him so far. Pick number 2, Youngster Bill, number 1 and 2. Damn. My conference is getting spoiled for choice with the early round picks. So that is going to be really strong for Bill. Picks number 1 and 2 in Oros and Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. He's got some really nice options to choose from, and with a player of his skill, that is dangerous. So pick number 3, we've got me. Let's go. The BBB pounding his chest at number 3. I could definitely rock with that. I traded for pick number 3 in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon last season to get Darkrai, and boy, it was worth it. So that was pretty hype, and yeah, that is cool to get a high pick. Take myself out of that. Whoops. Pick number 4 is going to be...
That's pretty scary. Fuck.
Big Dick Nick. So I think he got 2 pretty solid picks relatively early, maybe 6 or 7 last time. Pick number 4.
Yep, 7 and 4
this time. So with pick number 4 and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, there will be plenty of power out there. So solid pick for my boy Nick. Next up, pick number 5, Blitz. He got pick number 4 last time?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a solid.
Yeah, he got 4.
Solid
So
outing for Blitz. Very solid. Pick number 6, we've got OB3. So thankfully, he went from 16 down to 6. So that's character development. That's some improvement. So hopefully he'll go down to the top 3 for Sword and Shield. And pick number 7, we've got Gohan, the almighty Gohan. Has moved down from 15 or something down to pick number 7. So that's also some pretty solid development. At 7 in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, there's plenty of power on the board still. Pick number 8. Let's do this. TJ. So TJ number 6, number 8, 2 solid picks. I think he will still have a lot of solid options. At number 8, we know I'm not going to talk about the mods that he likes. I don't want to get lots of passive-aggressive cross-out comments from TJ.
it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Pick number 9, we've got Devin. Devin's got some solid picks. Pick number 2, pick number 9. I mean, 9's not great, but it could be worse. It could be Kaz. It could be 10. Damn, Kaz still hasn't gotten picked. Poor guy. Pick number 10. If this is Kaz, Illusion. Thank goodness. The Savage gets pick number 10, but because Illusion is unmatched in skill at pick number 10, he'll still have the most powerful draft in the entire conference, maybe the entire league. So pick number 11, we've got Zazo, the BBC King. Pick number 11. I think that, yeah, he's just such a good drafter that it doesn't really matter what his spot is. But yeah, 11 is probably the best, but depending on your perspective,
he'll be fine.
Exactly. The mid-round picks, don't sleep on him this season. Things are different this season, but in general, I know it doesn't look like the best pick. So moving on to pick number 12, we've got Almighty Rye at pick number 12. Did he get number 12 in last one? Or no, I got number 12, but I feel like he was near the end.
No, he got 13.
13. So 12 and 13 for Rye. Probably not thrilled about that, but he is a super solid Sun and Moon player, so I know he'll be fine, and maybe he'll be able to trade for a pick if he gets a good Sword and Shield pick. Hopefully he gets to move down in Sword and Shield. Pick number 13, we've got Blue, Mr. BL. We got Blue at pick number 13. He had a really cool...
He was 14 last time.
Yeah, true. Damn, so Blue and Rye both getting very similar picks to the Oros draft. But Blue had a really cool Tapu Lele Mega Dual team last season, so he was able to make use of a late pick. I think he had the wheel in the Sun and Moon last season, so he did well with it. Moving on to pick number 14 or 15. no, 14, is a blank, and rerun, Kaz. Finally, at pick number 14. Hopefully he's not too upset about that. It's close enough to the wheel, but you never know with Kaz because he usually isn't happy with the outcome. So like I'm expecting him to be upset, but I hope that he's not because I want him to be happy. I do.
I'm expecting it.
If I'm being honest, I'm expecting him to not.
I don't know how to please you.
I don't. That's the thing. That's basically what I'm saying. Is I don't know how to make him happy, but I try.
We offered him all pick ones, and he said no.
He did. If he said yes to that, I was going to be very tempted to give him all number 1 picks. So now between Star Master and Wombo for pick number 15 and 16, we've got Wombo at pick number 15. We all know how much of a beast Wombo is at Sun and Moon. So I don't think a pick number 15 is going to hamper him too much, especially because it's right next to the wheel. So I think he'll do very, very well with that. And Star Master at number 16, perfectly on the wheel. Definitely don't sleep
Also,
on
guys, so if anyone's tripping out over like 15, 16, now you're probably looking at like Mega Scizor, Lop, Kieran Black, Zero Aura, Lele. Is it like the 19-point tier? You can get 2 of those.
Right.
So definitely not something to like overly trip out about.
Yes, exactly. So that one moved a lot faster. Alright, all set up for the Y Conference. So Y Conference, Ultra Sun and Moon, pick number 1. Who do we got? Finchinator. Wait, was he pick number 1 last time? Or pick number 2?
He was 3.
Oh, 3.
I said 1.
Damn, little boy doing big things. That's what I like to see. Finchinator at number 1 in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Like, Finch is so good at Pokemon that, like, I'm not worried about whether he can transition to Moros and Sun and Moon. The only reason I say that is because I've only seen him play Sword and Shield. But what I'm trying to say is that him getting these very early picks in these tiers will only help him do that. So, like, if he doesn't have a lot of experience playing those tiers in draft, this will help, like, close that gap because just getting a really, really strong Pokemon right off the rip is pretty much invaluable. So, very good pick for Finch at number 1. So, did I take him out? Did I take him out? Yeah, I think I did. Okay, cool. So, pick number 2, we've got Rob Jr. following Finch again. That's crazy. Rob Jr. at number 2. Rob is so good at Sun and Moon. And pick number 2, he's going to have a lot of fire on the board for him to pick. So, that's pretty scary. I don't envy the Y Conference right now with Finch and Rob at number 1 and 2. That's going to be some power. So, let me move this. Pick number 3, Shiloh King. Alright, Shiloh King gets a really strong number 3 pick in Sun and Moon. And like we said, very good drafter, so everybody should definitely be on notice with Shiloh King at number 3. Gypsy King at number 4. The King gets a good pick. I know he'll be happy about that. So that is very hype. I know he feels like he usually gets bad draft order, so at least he's got a pretty strong one in Sun and Moon. Pick number 5. The GOAT, Aki BGC Rushmore brothers following each other once again. Aki, Sun and Moon legend. Get ready for pick number 5, Bulk, because that's what we know is coming. And that will be hype to see what he does with pick number 5, because Aki always drafts some pretty hot teams. So, pick number 6, we are going to get Skyhorse. So Skyhorse is going to be able to bring tons of heat with pick number 6 because there's so much power on the board still at number 6. Pick number 7. We got Risk Pro at number 7. A little bit better than last time. So hopefully he can get something good that he likes at pick number 7. Pick number 8, we got TDK. So TDK right mid-pack in Sun and Moon. I think he was like something like that last season too and had a pretty cool Sun and Moon team. So you could definitely expect him to draft some fire.
I think he's 8 twice now.
Oh, he did get 8 last time. Damn. Right, so he's mid-pack both times, right smack in the middle. Let's see what he can do with that. Pick number 9 is going to be II. So he goes from pick 15 or 16, I think it was 15, yeah, down to number 9. So hopefully that's some improvement for him. There'll definitely be some strong Pokemon still on the board. at number 9. So, yep. Pick number 10, Splurge. Hopefully he likes pick number 10. I don't think he's going to, but that's what he got. Poor guy.
He got treated pretty well in Oras, right?
I think so. I think he did, but
oh shit, he was 7. He was 7, so not terrible.
Not great, but we had to nerf him from last season. We had to nerf him because he just got a little too powerful. He was improving at too fast of a rate, so we had to give him a little bit of a shaky pick. Number 11 is Ice Demon Gray. So he goes from number 1 and he adds another 1 onto that to be number 11. Yeah, I think he had a super early Sun. No, he traded me his early Sun and Moon pick last season. That's right. So he's got a little bit of a late one again this season. We'll see what he can do with it. His Oras pick is obviously much better, but he could always use that as trade capital if he'd like. So.
Also, believe 7 is his best gen. So if there is one where he does have a worse draft spot, should probably be 7.
True. That is a good point. Pick number 12, we've got Sebi VGC. So Ice always went ahead of Sebi. How crazy is it? That's the fun part about the draft stream, randomizing things one by one, is like there's like a little story in just randomizing draft order. Like you can't make this stuff up sometimes.
Dude, the draft randomizer is like keeping to the plot.
Right?
It knows the UDL jokes. It's part of it.
Exactly. I feel like it's really in on it.
It's part of the league at this point.
It really is. I love it. So we're getting Sebi VGC, and that was pick number 12. So pick number 13, we've got Silver Smasher, the King, the Monster. Silver had a really, really cool Sun and Moon team last season, but I think he had an early pick Megalodion, so we'll see what he can do with number 13 this season. Pick number 14.
Yo, Harris and Helmy are living on the wheel.
Yeah, damn, look at that. Damn. I'm pretty sure one of your Venmo requests was for the wheel, so this is good. Pick number 14, we've got Helmy. So Helmy gets 14. That gives him a really good chance to get 2 different Mons back to back. And yeah, right now, like you said, he's pretty much living at the wheel, so that is cool for Helmy if he likes the wheel. Hopefully, if he does want an early pick, he gets it in Sword and Shield. So we'll see pretty soon. And now it's between Harris and the Corrupt Commissioner for pick number 15. And pick number 15 is Harris. So Harris, was he picked 15 last time?
Yep.
Yeah, damn. Double 15. CeeLo.
No, wait, 14, my bad.
14. Very, very close.
I had 15.
Yes, you had 15. So, damn, you're really living at the wheel. 15 and 16. That's crazy.
No. sorry. I.
Right, my bad. I was like, damn, I didn't think that you were at the wheel. So, okay. So Harris gets 15 and you get 16. So hopefully you enjoy the wheel that you paid for.
A little Venmo request slide through
with that money. And now we'll be moving on to Sword and Shield for the X conference. I'm so used to being in Y.
Right? Maybe just flip the label real quick.
I know. I was like, I gotta switch me and Carson this season because we're always in the same conference. Okay, so X conference, Sword and Shield. Let's do this. Pick number 1 is Gohan. So Almighty Gohan moves up, more character development all the way up to pick number 1. Very strong pick for Gohan. Happy for my boy.
Ooh, you get some fire.
Yes, absolutely. I feel like Sword and Shield has some, like, it's very top heavy with like your Dragon Pulse and your Urshifus. So pick number...
Yeah, I think that's the one I'd want to have the highest.
Yes, I think so too. Pick number 2 is going to be Big Dick Nick. So he's gotten good picks in all of them, I think. Not bad. Number 2 for Nick. Number 3 is going to be Youngster Bill. 1, 2, and 3. Get this guy out of here. That is ridiculous. Youngster Bill is just, he's swimming in the power. He's swimming in power right now because he's got the absolute cream of the crop in all 3 generations. That is something else. Beginner's luck to the max.
Man is like guaranteed an Oras, a Darkrai if he wants it, a Darkrai or Mega Latios and Sun and Moon, a Dragapult, Blaziken, or Urshifu and Swish.
Right? What the hell is that? So Youngster Bill, top 3 pick, once in all 3 gens. Pick number 4 is Blue. So finally Blue is able to move up a lot. That was good for Blue. Definitely happy that he's able to get a good pick. Moving up to number 5. Please be Kaz. Please be Kaz. Let's move him up a little bit. Kaz, let's go. See, now I better have made you happy with that one. I willed that shit into existence, boy. That was all for you.
Watch him be like, bro, I wanted the wheel.
Yeah,
15.
Exactly. The Sword and Shield is actually the best tier for the wheel because XYZ. See, you can't make this stuff up. You really can't. You really can't. Draft streams are the best. So,
You really corruptly can.
Yeah, last season, like...
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you a special message.
Yep. Last season, we didn't do the draft stream, and it really felt like something was missing, so I'm glad we do have it back again. So, that was pick number 5. So pick number 6, I removed Kaz. Pick number 6, we got Illusion, the caveman with pick number 6 in Sword and Shield. That's a solid pick. I think we'll be able to get some really good stuff there. Pick number 7 is going to be TJ. So I think TJ was kind of like mid-pack-ish, but like early to mid-pack-ish in all 3 gens.
He got 6, 7, 8, or 6, 8, 7, but yeah, that's not bad.
Yep. Cool. So TJ's got some solid picks to work with. Next up, we've got... I took him out, right? Yeah. That was pick number 6, right?
Mm-hmm. No, that was 7. That was 7.
Yeah. Pick number 8 is Star Master. So Star Master gets pick number 8.
Dude, do you see Kaz being happy right now in general? Can we like stop the draft?
Oh crap! Wow, that's awesome.
My boy is happy.
Yeah.
We got a Poggies.
We got a Poggies. I wasn't expecting that. Awesome. So now pick number 10. We've got...
And Aki immediately talks shit.
Yeah. We got Rye. So, unfortunately, Rye had like 12, 13, and now 10. But, it is what it is, brother. I hope you're able to make use of that. We made sure we hit a lot of value in these drafts. So, you can really make good on any draft spot. But I know it's not the most attractive one. So, I get it. But let's see. Moving on to pick number 11. We got the BBC King. Was he 11 last time too?
Yes.
Yeah, thought so.
But him and Obi switched. The first draft trade has happened.
Okay.
Him and Obi will be switching Oras and Sun and Moon spots.
Yeah, if you guys want to do trades already, just do it in like the coach's chat. That way
I'll make it in a second.
Cool. That'll help us keep track of things. So, double 11s for the BBC King back to back. Number 12 is going to be Shiloh. So Roses finally gets a low pick, but he's getting towards the wheel, so that's not too bad. That was number... Wait. 12... That was 12, right? 13. Yeah. Okay, so pick number 13 is going to be... I think that's right. 13, 14, 15, 16. No, wait. That was pick... I think I had this wrong.
I think everyone's up 1.
Yeah,
I think
1.
Rye was 9.
Everyone's up 1. Okay, cool. So pick number... So Shiloh was pick number 11 then. So pick number 12 is going to be Wombo. So Wombo goes from 15 down to 12. A little bit of development there. I think he got like 5 in Oras, so not bad. Number 12 for Wombo. So number 13, we've got Devin. So Devin kind of like moved back a little bit in each tier, but not too bad because he's kind of close to the wheel. And that's always nice. Now it's between Blitz, Obi, and myself. For number 14, we've got me. So I got number 14. Not too bad. I'll take it. I don't mind being close to the wheel.
Nice little wheel pick.
Exactly. I like it. And then
You're pretty close to wheel on all of them, right?
No, I got 3 on Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon.
12, 3, 14. Not bad.
Yep. And so for pick number 15, between Blitz and Obi, we've got Blitz. So Obi gets 2 16s. Damn, so 16, 6, and then 16 again for Obi. But it is what it is.
I mean, 16's pretty fire. You're not getting sniped.
Yeah, honestly, I straight up would call 16 a good pick. I like 16.
Yeah.
So that is our X conference for you.
Also, I think he switched one. I think with Aura, so he should be fine.
Oh right, true, cool, very very cool.
So yeah, he's chilling.
Yep, he's chilling. So all right, so these last guys here, we've got the Y conference to finish it off. Sword and Shield UDL season 4. Let's do this. Pick number 1 for Y conference is Helmy. Damn, finally he goes from the wheel all the way up to number 1 in Sword and Shield. Very happy for him. He's gonna pick Heracross number 1 in Sword and Shield. Can't wait. And pick number 2 is Gypsy King. Damn, the king is rolling in power this season. Pick number 4 in Sun and Moon. Pick number 2 in Sword and Shield. He's gonna be happy about that. I'm hyped for him. Pick number 3 is Rispro. All right, nice. He got a nice little pick in Sword and Shield. Gets to move up. Pick number 4, we've got Silver Smasher. Very solid pick for the Silver Smasho. Next up, pick number 5, we've got Rob Jr. Man, this guy's got some powerful picks this season. I hope y'all don't sleep on my boy Rob because he's got some good draft picks this season. My goodness. That was pick number 4, 5?
5.
Okay. Pick number 6 is Harris. So nice. Harris got to move up. Happy with Harris. Pick number 6 is pretty good. Pick number 7 is going to be Sebi UGC. Not too bad. I know Sebi likes Sword and Shield. I feel like he'll be able to get something solid there at number 7. Number 8, middle of the pack, is going to be Little Boy Finchinator. So like his lowest pick is right in the middle of the pack. So he's looking pretty good this season in terms of his draft
TDK
picks.
did not get 3/8s.
Yes, TDK didn't get 3/8s, thankfully. So pick number 9, we're going to get Aki VGC, the GOAT, at pick number 9 in his favorite tier nowadays. Curious to see what he's going to come up with in Sword and Shield because I just know how much he loves that tier. And I like to take my notes to see what he's getting because what he does works really well, and I like to copy it. So for pick number 10, we've got I didn't take Aki out, but we got TDK at pick number 10.
Poor dude.
10. Poor guy. Definitely not the best picks, but not too bad either.
We had to nerf him.
Yeah, we
had to nerf him a little.
Because I mean, this dude starts his first draft league at 7-2, quarterfinals. Like that was his first time ever playing draft format in possibly the toughest league out there. So how else are we gonna handle it? We had to nerf him. So for pick number 11, we've got Shuckle King. So Shuckle King at pick number 11, not too bad, getting a little close to the wheel. Pick number 12, we've got I. So I's got some decent picks. Now pick number 13, we've got Skyhorse. So Skyhorse in Sword and Shield, that's where I've seen him play, and he brings the absolute fire. So like you don't really need to worry about what his draft pick is because there's always heat out there on like whatever he picks, he's gonna turn fire. So he'll be fine wherever he is. Pick number 14, we got Splurge, Carson, and Ice left. So let's see what we get. Pick number 14, Ice Demon Gray. So Ice finally went behind Sebi in a draft. And gets number 14, very close to the wheel, which is solid. And now we've got...
Actually, if you look at it this way, Sebi was 7, Ice is double him at 14.
Damn.
Twice the plate.
Exactly, Ice is twice the size, making Sebi feel like a little boy. Okay, so it's between Splurge and the Corrupt Commissioner for pick number 15. So Carson paid pretty penny for the wheel picks. He's a big wheel fan. Let's see what we get. Carson at number 15 once again. Right, 15? Or did you get 16 last time?
I got 16 last time, but I'm content.
Gotcha. All right, so Carson at 15, Splurge at 16. So right by the wheel. Straight up, I think are good picks. Like, obviously, it's nice to have an early pick so you can get one of the stronger mods on the board, but wheel picks are just straight up really good. So hopefully your money was worth it, and same thing, I hope Splurge is happy with a wheel pick. And that concludes the draft randomizing for UDL Season 4. I can't believe it's come up this quickly. I know it came up more quickly than people were expecting, but with the way DPL is always so up in the air, I just felt this was kind of the necessary step that we had to take. So UDL Season 4 right around the corner, and just as a reminder, what we're going to do is, because I remember I had mentioned it to you guys, or I mentioned it to whoever was here earlier when I started the stream, that from now until tomorrow at midnight Eastern Standard Time is going to be a period where we're not going to be drafting. Like, I know everyone's going to want to start drafting, but we're going to wait. We are going to, you can trade your picks if you like during this time, and I know that might not take that long, but there are some people that are a little busy this weekend, and also I want people to get a little.
Also, plan out a draft.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes, that's the biggest reason, is that I want people to have some time to plan out their drafts, because now that we have
this is going to be a lot harder than past seasons.
It really is. So I think this is going to be helpful for the people that want to make use of it. So I'm going to give us till Monday night or Sunday night EST to officially be able to start. But of course, like, we're not going to have a timer on until we think it's necessary. But we're never going to have a timer on.
Except for you, Ice.
Exactly.
Except for you.
Ice is the potential exemption. So, what was I going to say? Yeah, we'll never have the timer on when it's like a reasonable hour where someone is sleeping. But just do your best with the draft to plan ahead, leave picks with people, and yeah, I know the holidays are coming up, so people are going to be busy, and that's fine. But if you can be around, if you're lurking, just put a little extra effort in and try to figure out what you want. If you find something that you like, maybe put in a little extra effort to find some backups, because it's more easy to get sniped when there's 16 coaches. So I just ask you all that you do your best, because last season was definitely a little frustrating, but we have more time this time around. So we have until pretty much the end of December to officially finish our drafts, but I'm not worried about that. I know we'll be finished quicker than that. So alrighty, I hope everyone enjoyed the draft stream. I always had fun doing this, and I'm super excited for this season. Anything you want to say, Carson, before we leave them off?
Not really, just good luck, everyone. May the crits be in your favor.
Yep. Good luck, everyone, this season. Super hype. UDL Season 4, like I said, better than ever before, and this season's going to be a hot one. So get ready, put in the sweat, because you're going to need it. And yep, that's about it. Hope you all enjoyed, and have yourselves a fantastic weekend. I'll talk to you all soon. Awesome.